Did you know there was a time when no one on earth had a single story to tell? The sky god kept them all locked away, until a tiny spider dared to steal them. Long ago, in the days when the earth was still young and the rivers flowed without names, there were no stories. No songs echoed through the forest paths, and no tales danced in the hearts of children. The people lived in silence, with no laughter after the evening meal, no riddles whispered beneath the moonlight. For all the stories in the world, every fable, every myth, every tale of heroes and fools, were held tightly in a golden chest far above the clouds. They belonged to Niam, the great sky god, who kept them hidden in his palace beyond the reach of man. No one dared ask for them. No one even dreamed they could. No one, except Ananse. Ananse was no warrior. He was not mighty like the elephant nor fierce like the lion. He was small, a spider no bigger than a yam leaf's shadow. But Ananse was clever, and he believed something the others did not, that wit could conquer where strength could not. One day, while watching the wind carry dry leaves across the earth, Ananse whispered to himself, "Why should stories belong only to the sky? Should they not live in the hearts of people?" And so, he spun a long silver thread, rising high into the heavens, climbing like a prayer toward Niam's golden palace. Niam, who sat upon a throne made of sunlight and clouds, looked down at the small creature before him. "What do you want, little one?" the sky god asked, his voice like thunder wrapped in calm. "I have come to ask for the stories, great Niam," said Ananse. "I wish to share them with the people of the earth." Niam's laughter shook the heavens. "You? A tiny spider? You cannot pay the price." "Then name it," Ananse replied. Niam leaned forward, a glint of mischief in his godly eyes. "Bring me 3 creatures, Onini the great python, Osibo the fierce leopard, and the Maboro hornets, whose sting brings madness. Bring me these, and the stories shall be yours." Ananse bowed. "I accept your challenge." He descended to earth and went straight to the riverbank where Onini the python often rested beneath the warm sun. Ananse began to argue with himself aloud, loud enough for Onini to hear. "My wife says you are longer than this palm stick. I say you are not. But how will we know?" Onini, proud and curious, slithered forward. "Of course I am longer. Lay the stick beside me." Ananse did so. Onini stretched out alongside it, straight as a river path. "Now we shall measure," Ananse said. "But you move too much. Let me tie you down gently so we can be sure." By the time Onini realized the trick, he was bound from head to tail in strong forest vines. Ananse chuckled softly. "Thank you, my friend," he said, and carried Onini away. Next, Ananse ventured deep into the forest, where Osibo the leopard stalked the shadows. There, Ananse dug a deep pit and covered it with leaves and grass. Days passed, and one morning, a great roar echoed from the trap. Ananse approached and found Osibo trapped inside, his golden eyes burning with fury. "Ananse," Osibo growled. "Help me out of this hole." "I will," said Ananse calmly. He lowered a branch into the pit. As Osibo climbed, Ananse threw a net woven of spider silk over him and bound him fast. "You are strong, Osibo," Ananse whispered. "But sometimes strength is blind." He dragged the struggling leopard away. For the final task, Ananse carved a hollow gourd and filled it with water. Then, he approached the tall Irako tree where the Maboro hornets lived. He poured some water on himself and held a wide banana leaf over his head. Then, he sprinkled more water on their nest and shouted, "Oh no! The rain is coming!" The hornets buzzed in panic. "Come hide in my gourd," Ananse called. "It is dry and safe." Grateful for shelter, the hornets flew into the gourd one by one. Quick as a blink, Ananse corked it shut. With all 3 creatures captured, Ananse spun a great thread and climbed once more to the sky. Niam was waiting. When he saw the python, the leopard, and the hornets, the sky god rose from his throne, stunned. "No warrior has ever done this," Niam said slowly. "You are small. But you are wise." He lifted the golden chest, glowing with the power of untold stories, and placed it at Ananse's feet. "Take them," Niam said. "Let stories roam the earth." As Ananse lowered the chest with his thread, light spilled across the sky like falling stars. On the earth below, the people looked up in awe as the chest touched the soil. Children gathered. The elders smiled. Fires were lit. From that day forward, stories were told in every village. Around fires and under moonlight. In song and in silence. Tales of bravery, mischief, love, and wisdom. And in each one, whether hidden or clear, the mark of the spider could be found. For it was Ananse, the little one who dared, who brought stories to the world.